Cheating is one of the worst things you can do to someone, and a lot of people act like it's no big deal and just don't even think twice about it. But today we're watching how some women get caught in the worst ways and realize it's already too late. So subscribe, let's get into it. This video is for entertainment purposes only. No offense or disrespect is intended.
I do have those feelings for you, and then at times I feel like I don't. I think I haven't felt that spark the past few days.
Yeah, I could tell. I knew you were distant. Okay.
It's crazy that he's in pain and still smiling through it, right? I mean, this is a classic case of good people ending up with bad people, but I mean, she's disloyal. Simple as that.
The number one thing to do if somebody cheats on you, remember this, it's really important. They don't get to have a conversation with you. They lost that opportunity. This isn't talk about what happened, why'd you do it. It's very simple. Everything here I'm going to get. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to leave. You will never see me again. I'm going to block you on everything. This is goodbye.
What about some kind of like closure though?
There's no such thing as that because you're dealing with betrayal. Betrayal doesn't just make you go, oh, got it, thanks. No, betrayal causes you to see yourself differently, which means that this isn't a conversation that you will resolve with that person. It means that you will transform and then look back at it and recognize the truth of the matter. This is not something they get, and it's not something they even deserve. Because if they get to cheat on you and have a conversation with you, then what's the point? They seem to get all of your time and attention even when they treat you like shit.
Cheating is closure. This dude is absolutely right. Cheating is confirmation that a person doesn't love you. See it this way, right? If betrayal were forgivable, then the devil would probably be in heaven right now, right? Think on that.
Are these things considered cheating or not?
Oh boy.
Sharing a bed with the opposite gender.
Why are you bringing this back up? What's wrong with you?
Because you have a strong opinion on the one side of it. Is it cheating or no?
I'm going to say it's not cheating.
How is it not cheating, Zach?
You're sharing a bed, put up the pillow divider.
Stop! What are
and
you?
It's fine. If that's the only place to sleep, Brian.
The floor! You can sleep on the floor!
It just depends on your comfort in your relationship. I'm fine with that as long as you've known the person for a long period of time and you're friends.
He's gonna get more hate from it now.
I'm not one of those that you're going to put in the comments. I'm not one of those.
What about hooking up with somebody else while you're on a break?
I think it depends on the hookup. I think if it's like an accident, it's fine.
An accident?
Yeah, like, oh, well, I was just coping and I was out. No, I can't say that. That's not, no, that's cheating. It's cheating.
Yeah, that is cheating. Taking someone else of the opposite gender as a +1 to a wedding.
I'm going to say it's cheating for a wedding, though. So, like, I've been going to weddings by myself and I don't want anybody else there with me. I'm fine and comfortable with
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
If you're comfortable with your partner sleeping in bed with another person, then you're definitely way too comfortable getting cheated on. There's no two ways about that.
I don't know about you guys, but for me, cheating is an absolute deal breaker. Like, I don't care what you say. Once you've cheated on me, bro, there's no going back. Like, that is cut off. Like, that is probably the biggest deal breaker. All the other stuff is like, okay, maybe you can negotiate it, but cheating? Hell no. So I just watched the movie The Intern, and if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, one of the main characters gets cheated on. And in my head, I'm like, oh, dang, like, this is going to be the end of the relationship. They're going to get divorced. And they had a kid together, so I was like, oh, it's going to be terrible for the kid. But then she goes, yeah, no, we can move on. Like, there's couples that have moved past affairs. I mean, you're more forgiving than me, because, like, if I find out someone cheated, bro, that is it. That's end all, be all. Doesn't matter what you say. Doesn't matter. Oh, I was in a place of weakness. Oh, this, that, whatever. Okay, and it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Like, there's going to be difficult parts in relationships. Maybe that's why divorce rates and all that stuff is so high, but like, you gotta grow up sometimes. You can't genuinely expect it to be easy all the time. You're obviously gonna have like differences, arguments, all that stuff. Like, that is human nature. Genuinely though, the kid is the only thing that would cause me to like stay. Like, if we didn't have a kid, I'm gone for sure.
No reason will ever justify cheating in any case. If you're going through a rough patch with your partner, then just talk it out instead of throwing your baggage at someone else. I mean, that's definitely not the solution.
You gotta hold this down. You gotta hold that down. Hold it down. As a matter of fact, don't she look good? She look good, don't she?
Hi.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's how we go. Yo, as a matter of fact, look at this. Look at this. Watch what I'm about to do. Look, you see that? Look. Bye-bye. Now you gotta hold.
I mean, her actions are likely what led to him doing this. If she didn't do this on her own part in the first place, then the guy probably wouldn't be doing the same either.
All right, so you with my wife? That's my wife right there. All right, that's my wife. All right, I don't know what you're digging for, but that's my wife right there. And I want a divorce, okay? Will you give me a divorce? Will you give me a divorce, please? Please, give me a divorce. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Okay? I'll turn the camera off. All right? Here's the key. I'm done. All right? I'm done. I'm done with you. Okay? I love my daughter. That's the only thing that's important to me, okay? I have no beef between me and you anymore. I know you're a good man. It's all good, man. This is not going to be seen by anybody except the judge. All right? So you ain't got to worry about nothing. All right? I'm sorry for disturbing you. Have a nice day.
He was big on his part to call that guy a good man, because if there were any other guy in his place, it would definitely be chaos. The reason he didn't is that he knew how his partner was, so why bother dealing with it?
How do I process my wife's affair and rebuild trust in our marriage?
What happened, man? Tell me about it.
So, I guess a little bit of a concise backstory will help. So after we were married about 10 years, my wife told me that she was bisexual.
Okay.
And we both come from an extremely conservative religious background.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a bit of a twist.
What led her to that the declaration of a new identity? Did she have an experience or two, or did she like find women attractive? Like where did that come from?
And she's always been attracted to women and men since puberty. And because of stigmas and taboos, she was just afraid to ever say it to anyone.
Go to therapy, seek a better life for yourself, and put her in a chapter of your past, right? She's confused, indecisive, and whatnot. You just got to save yourself the trouble.
Now, let me explain something to you. Don't worry about what other people think. If your woman cheated on you and you want to take her back, only thing I would say is therapy. Let her have therapy by herself. You have therapy, and then y'all have group therapy. But don't worry about it. If you want to take her back, you can't live your life without. Do you. Don't focus on other people. If that's your person, you think she made a mistake, and you want to take her back, do you. The worst thing you can do is worry about what your mom going to think, your brother going to, because they shouldn't even know your business. Everybody don't supposed to be in your business. Whether she cheated or you cheated, you don't need to go run into people telling everybody, hey, she did this to me, she did that. And then you get back with her and everybody looking at her like with the little eye like, cheated on my brother. So, if you think she made a mistake, she's sorry, and you can't live without her, she can't live without you, then you do what you have to do. I'm not going to tell you what I would do, or you already seen my content, so you know what I would do. But what I would do is not you. Who cares what I would do? This is your life. Focus on you and what you want to do for your life.
If you allow it and take her back, it will continue, and you will be the one to lose self-respect and just will always be worried about where her whereabouts are and just start overthinking. It's just not going to be your peace at all.
If you get cheated on by a woman, this is what you're going to do. You're going to say, hey, hope you had fun. I'll see you later. You get her to pack her bags, leave, and you start to work on yourself.
When a woman cheats on you, she loses respect for you and herself. Leave and never turn back, because that's the only thing you can really do for the betterment of your mental health and even her.
And so I don't want you using any of that shit here.
What the fuck? Oh my god. Every single time I try to fucking log into Netflix or whatever the fuck it is, Prime, whatever shit you want to call it, it just doesn't work. It says the password is fucking wrong.
You sure you entered the right one?
Yeah, of course I did. I'm not fucking stupid.
I changed the passwords. I'm so flustered. I had no idea what to do.
Why would you change?
So I changed the passwords so that only I can access the stuff in this house.
Why?
I?
Yeah. Why? That's what I'm fucking asking.
Maybe because you have an active Tinder account?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. I'm not gonna allow you to use my shit while you're cheating on me.
That's just straight up assault, because he's just sitting there and telling her that she cheated and she's throwing hands in response. I mean, like, that she definitely needs some serious help, because there's no way this is normal behavior.
I've learned this in my life, is women will forgive and forget and men will never. It is like this when you cheat as a woman, it's such an ultimate betrayal. I've never seen a man be able to forgive and
He
forget.
also won't, like, to this day, he would say that I'm lying, that it was more than that. And it wasn't. It wasn't more than that. Like, nothing more than just the kiss happened. But to this day, if he was standing here, he would say, she's lying through her fucking teeth. They definitely had sex. That didn't happen. But
you know, it's very easy for a man to tell when a woman's cheating on them. I mean, pH balance down there changes because when you're with a new partner and you have to adjust. So it's not that hard to figure out if your wife's cheating. Just go down on her and then you'll know.
well, we didn't do those things, so he wasn't gonna know.
I
that.
don't. Okay, there's things that God, even the last episode, you're making me hold my tongue so hard on things with this relationship, and I'm just like,
Wait, which relationship?
the one you're talking about. I'm like having to hold my mouth.
Any man who forgives cheating is definitely setting him up for multiple moments of disrespect. I mean, if she's done it once, then she's likely to do it again. Not confirmed, but probably. And just, there's no two ways about it.
Do you believe that if a woman fucks somebody else that you've lost her?
My girl, yeah. Hell yeah. If a nigga penetrate your girl, it's over.
It's always being over with.
And like, I mean,
I know, I'm not, by no means am I saying, do I believe that you would leave? I know you would leave, I would leave. But I'm saying, my whole thing, what I'm trying to say in my mind is like, do you believe that that is a major deal breaker for somebody that you love?
You can make mistakes, but on days where this isn't a mistake, then you're going to be done with. I mean, a guy is never going to look at you the same way if she does this.
Men, when your woman cheats, doesn't mean that the relationship is over. No, in fact, she loves you so much. She regretted after doing the deeds. She was so remorseful. You know, go to the prayer mountains, pray, fast and pray for your marriage, for your relationship. The devil is at work. It is not her fault, you know. Take her to counseling, pray for her, talk to her, be kind, be with her during the healing process because she feels bad, and your marriage will prosper. But this thing of leaving a woman just because she cheated, no, it's not the right thing to do.
There's that imagination we develop after discovering the truth, right? You know, her opening up herself to another man, I mean, that just never goes away. Even after lying to yourself that you have forgiven her, it doesn't go away.
Broke up with my best friend because I literally caught her cheating on her husband red-handed, and I don't condone that shit. Dude, she's only been married for 1 month. If that. Shouldn't they still be in the honeymoon phase? I find that diabolical. Her and her husband, they got married very recently, as I said before, and let me tell you, the wedding was beautiful. Dream wedding, and he has given her the dream life. This man works over 60 hours a week just to provide for her because she wants to be like stay-at-home mom, live that traditional lifestyle, and I am all for that. This man is working his ass off to provide for her, and this is how she repays him? They postponed their honeymoon after the wedding because they wanted to go on like this dream vacation and they didn't have the funding at the time. Makes sense. So they postponed it and they're going to go to the Bahamas. She's on this crazy health kick now because she wants to lose all this weight and get super toned before the trip so she can wear like this bikini. And I get it. I'm all for that. Yeah, work on your health. Does she need to lose that much weight? No, not really. She's beautiful. But okay, so she got a trainer. She's been going to this gym 2 times a day for 5 days a week to see this trainer. Is that a bit excessive? A little bit. Before all of this, all she would talk about is her husband, how incredible he's been, how she's just so happy being married. Now, all I hear is this trainer and her time with him and how fun he is and how great he is. The trainer, we're going to call him Brett. Brett have been spending a lot of time together. Even before working out, they go get coffee together, they sit, they have pre-workouts, and then afterwards they go and they get lunch, they sit out in the parking lot just talking. I know because I've gone to work out with her before and this is what I have witnessed. And all she talks about is Brett. Never talks about her husband anymore. So we went to a brunch the other day and I kind of brought this up and addressed it with her. I was like, hey, so everything okay between you and your hubby? She goes, yeah, why? I'm like, well, like all I hear you talk about is Brett. Like, is something going on there? She got super defensive. She said, no, obviously not. Why would you ever accuse me of that? I'm married. I don't know. Maybe because that's all you talk about. She never talks about the honeymoon anymore either. And like how excited she is or anything. Like, okay, sorry for like, assuming. I left the brunch early, kind of frustrated with me over that. And I was just kind of like, whatever. A real friend is going to hold you accountable. 2 days later, me and my man, we had a date night, right? And we had stayed up pretty late and we had a few spicy cubes, went home, had a good time. Came up for air and I realized I had 3 missed calls from her husband. So I call him back thinking like something terrible has happened. This man doesn't call me. I'm like, hey, like what's wrong? Everything okay? It's like 3 a.m. Why are you calling me? He goes, oh, I'm so sorry to bother you. I'm just checking in to make sure like she's doing okay. Talking about his wife, my friend. What do you mean? Why would I know? He goes, well, she was going over to your house, right? Like, I just never heard back from her when she was supposed to be arriving. She was supposed to call me, let me know she's okay, and, like, I just never heard back from her. Did she now? So, me being her best friend, we obviously track each other's location because when we go to bars and things like that, it's just safety, you know? So I got Snoopy, tracked her location. Lo and behold, she is in the gym parking lot. It's not a 24-hour gym. I live 10 minutes away from that gym. So I load up in my car and I drive there. Lo and behold, there it is. I see the car. Yeah, her and Brett having a good time in the parking lot. Like, are you teenagers? It was obvious what was going on. I could see the car. Yeah, so I walk up, I knock, scared the shit out of him. As I should. He pops up, covers herself up, and she's like, what are you doing here? I said, what are you doing here? You need to call your husband. Next thing I know, Brett pops up. He said, husband? What is he talking about? This man didn't even know that she was married. Excuse me? I left it at that, walked away and said, I'll let you guys do your thing. Call your husband. Drove myself back home. Next thing I know, I'm blocked on everything.
Guess the trainer and the wife aren't really having their normal workouts. I mean, they seem to be putting in extra hours to stay fit, and everyone on the internet is smart enough to figure out which kind of workout I'm talking about.
Shut up.
I'm serious, leave. Can you leave?
Why are you mad that I'm texting him?
Cause you're a hoe.
How am I a hoe? He told me.
I don't care, leave.
I don't care, shut up.
Leave my house.
No, this is
my house right now. Leave.
This is not your house.
Can you leave?
This is not your house.
I'm calling Riley.
I don't care if you call Riley. Fine, we can be petty. You petty bitch, I'm petty too.
Your call has been...
Baby Sean, do not disturb.
I thought you don't care about her. Why are you calling her? It's the first person you call. Embarrassing.
After he tells her to leave, then she has the nerve to say no. You know, with an attitude like this, I doubt she's going to find any loving partner anytime soon.
I discovered my wife's 4-year affair, so I publicly humiliated her.
Dang.
I don't even know where to begin. My wife, Leah, 43 female, and I have been married for 10 years. We have 2 beautiful children, our 5-year-old son and our 2-year-old daughter. I thought we were happy, or at least I thought we were trying. But 4 weeks ago, my entire life came crashing down. I, 46 male, started to notice when she was glued to her phone more than usual. Leah has always been private, but this was different. She'd smile at her screen, then immediately lock it. When I walked into the room, one night after she fell asleep, I couldn't resist. I checked her phone.
Dude, resist.
What I found still makes me sick to my stomach. There were messages with a coworker, Eric, 48 male, going back years, explicit texts, photos, promises of love, even references to secret trips they'd taken while I was at home with the kids, believing she was working late. My heart was racing, my hands trembling, knees weak, arms sweaty.
Spaghetti.
I confronted her the next morning. At first, she denied it, said I was misunderstanding. But when I read her the messages out loud, her face crumbled. She admitted it. She said it started 4 years ago, long before our youngest was born.
Is
which
that
means,
kid your kid?
Is it your kid?
Is that kid your kid?
She tried to justify it. You were distant. We were struggling.
No.
But nothing could excuse this. So I started to dig deeper. I followed her to work one day, needing to see it for myself. Sure enough, after her shift,
I don't like
she
this
walked
already.
out arm in arm with Eric.
Erase
They're
it.
not even trying to hide it.
I hate this so much.
She got into the car
Ew.
and drove off.
Please stop.
I followed them to the restaurant where they sat like a happy couple, laughing and holding hands. It broke me. But what shattered me completely was I learned they'd built their own life together. They'd been renting an apartment near work. I saw them go inside.
Oh, man.
Watching them from my car parking on the street. A few blocks away, I checked on them for 4 nights and they had the same routine.
Dude, what are you doing? Why are you, like, it seems like OP's trying to, like, uncover something, but she already admitted.
She already admitted it, dude. That's when I snapped. I packed all of her belongings, everything she owned, into the back of my car and drove to her workplace the next morning after spying on them. I know I did wrong. When she walked out, I dumped everything right there on the sidewalk in front of her and her coworkers. I told her she was not coming home. Since then, I filed for divorce, let's go, and am fighting for the full custody of the kids. She's begging me to forgive her, saying she doesn't want to lose the family we built. Friends and family keep asking me if I regret how I handled it. publicly humiliating her, kicking her out without notice.
She's definitely a bad wife. She's a liar, and also grounds for her to not be a good parent because of that. I don't know. I just don't see how he could win full custody unless there's more that I haven't heard about.
I've been seeing a lot of people post their cheating stories recently, so I'm going to share mine. This is how I found out my ex-wife was cheating on me over Reddit. So I was getting ready for work. I was actually working on my car before my shift started. And right when I was heading out, I got this message from a random account on Reddit. It seemed kind of like a scam. It was in my message request. I got the notification for it. I just thought, okay, that's weird. But I opened it and I looked at the profile, and I thought it was going to be like some OnlyFans bot or something, but this profile had been posting in the subreddit for the company that I work for and my ex-wife works for. So I thought, okay, that's weird. I go ahead and I engage with him, and he's being like super vague and mysterious. Like, I was just like, what's going on? Like, I figured this guy might know who I am, like my Reddit profile. Like, I don't really use Reddit a lot, but I post my car on there every once in a while. So it's not like it's hard to find. Like, you can tell it's me. So I'm like, okay, that's super weird. He's being super mysterious. He said something like, there's something you don't want to hear, but I have to tell you. And I was like, all right, dude, lay it on me. And he said, is this your wife? And he sent me my wife's name. And I was like, yeah, what's up? He said, were you guys ever separated at all? Like sometime last year maybe, or are you guys separated? And I said, no, dude, like we've been married for a year. It was literally the week of our first anniversary. So he basically told me like, hey, like, dude, I'm really sorry, but your wife has been cheating on you with me for the past 10 months.
Reddit, out of all places to catch your partner, is actually pretty insane. I mean, it's awful stuff like this is happening to such good people and, you know, dudes like him, but she probably never deserved him in the first place.
He looks at the conversation and like they talk about it and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But we do have an update. So I think most of you will be disappointed in my actions. Uh-oh. A lot of you seem to be out for blood and assuming the worst, calling for me to leave her immediately.
Oh boy, Reddit.
Leave knew that wasn't going to happen from the start. I actually can't imagine my life without her, and it's far worse than life with her, even with this incident contaminating our relationship. I will not be seeking divorce, and we are pursuing marriage counseling. So the deets. She came home and we went for a walk. She agreed to give me her phone, but wanted to explain first. I asked her if she had cut contact with him, and she said yes. She had gone to his office and told him that the flirting had gone too far, that I had seen some of the conversation, and that she had to prioritize me over everything. I was really only half listening because I didn't want to form opinions based on her words without having hard evidence first. She talked about how they just have a fun time chatting with each other and they have a lot in common. Kyle and his wife apparently have 2 cats that are the same type as our 2 cats, and they had a lot of fun comparing their personalities and similarities. Whatever. The friendliness and flirtiness grew slowly over time. She said that a while ago he had expressed feelings for her and she shut him down and said that that would never happen. Meanwhile, he is also in a marriage. Keep that in mind.
Yikes.
They didn't talk for a few days, but eventually through work started chatting again and the flirtiness popped right back up. She said over the past couple of weeks she was starting to question how much they talked and that she talked to him more than anyone else, and it was starting to feel weird. But I guess those thoughts hadn't fully formed into a decision to knock it off because obviously it was still ongoing as of 2 nights ago. She finally gave me her phone and lo and behold, only the messages from the past day were available. Shocker. She expressed confusion and said that that made her feel like an idiot and that the messages weren't loading correctly. It's an iPhone, so I went to the edit, retrieved deleted messages, and there were about 2,400 sitting there.
Uh-oh.
I tried to retrieve them, but I guess it was so many that they still weren't loading. I asked for her iPad, which was back at the house, except when we got back there, it turns out that she left it at her office. She offered to go get it, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm coming with you every step of the way. On the drive there, she states that when he confessed his feelings for her, he had actually tried to kiss her on the way out of the bar. She basically hit him and left right then. At this point, I told her that she should have told me that immediately. She, of course, agreed and said that she didn't know why she didn't.
We know why she didn't.
I think we know why she didn't.
We know why she didn't.
We retrieved the iPad and the entire conversation is there. I don't think she would have thought to go back and delete extra incriminating ones twice when she thought that they were all gone already. So I saw it all. And I read it all 2,400 messages.
I mean, having a good time flirting with another man, that just tells you all you need to know about her as a partner. She's not passing any loyalty test anytime soon. That is for certain.
All right, buddy. This is going to hurt. This is going to sting a little, but you need to hear the truth. If your girl has ever cheated on you, all right, let's just say you found out your ex is cheated on you and you're trying to make the relationship work. It's not going to. It is dead. It's dead and you need to move on. Let me explain. When you catch a girl cheating, she will never trust you ever again. Now, I don't know about you, but that's the most backward fucking thing that I've ever heard, but it's also the truest, okay? When I caught my ex-wife cheating on me, she in fact did tell me that she would never trust me ever again. Here's why. She was constantly made aware of her shame and guilt, constantly made aware, right? By looking into my eyes, she was seeing her reflection of how impure and, unfaithful she was. It's the same thing in anything. That's why they're so quick to hop into the next relationship, because that guy doesn't even know the skeletons in the closet. But who does? You. That's why she can't trust you. And every single time, no matter the sacrifices that you make, no matter how many things you do to try to fix a relationship, it's going to build resentment, okay? Because it's going to constantly remind her of where she went wrong. It's just the unfortunate truth with most relationships nowadays. And look, you just need to accept the fact that once someone cheats on you, they are tattooed a cheater for the rest of their lives. But you can make a change. You can go and find somebody better, and I urge you to do that.
If she cheats, she intentionally damages you. If she intentionally damages you, she doesn't respect you, and love cannot exist without respect, so it's a lose-lose.
If you found out that your lady slipped and fell onto another dick, you got to let her go, dog. And the biggest reason why you have to let her go is because she didn't just make a mistake. It's not no motherfucking mistake. She made a series of bad decisions that led up to that one moment that's fucking you up right now. She texted that motherfucker in y'all bed. She was laughing at his jokes in y'all bed. She was messaging back and forth in y'all car, y'all home, in the bathroom, or wherever the fuck she had to go. When you went to the gym, when you was going to the workplace, when you was going to the store, she was sitting up there communicating back and forth with that motherfucker. And when you walked in the room or when you came home, she hurried up, swiped up out the conversation, deleted that shit, and she did it all over again. She had plenty of time and plenty of opportunities to make the right decision and stay loyal to you, and she fucking didn't. And that's gonna be the most hurtful part to you when you realize in depth what she did to you, gentlemen. So you can sit there and be delusional all the fuck you want. You can sit there and think that she bigger than the program or you bigger than the program all you want. Let that fucking woman go. And I'm not saying that you should let her go because she's gonna cheat on you again, but you should let her go because you're not gonna be comfortable and you're not gonna be happy with the man that you became when you take her back for cheating. You're going to become aggressive. You might become verbally abusive. In some of you guys' cases, you're going to become physically abusive. Not because you are necessarily a bad man, but simply because you're not supposed to be in a state like that to where your cortisol is spiked. You fucked up. You can't think clearly and you can't focus on the man that you know that you're supposed to be. So if you catch that woman doing that shit, brother, save yourself the further pain, the further trauma, and just walk the fuck away.
More than a series of bad decisions, something like this is the ultimate disrespect. I mean, you don't just fall on somebody else by mistake. Your conscious decisions and choices lead to you messing up what you had with your partner and then go after another person. I mean, it's really not rocket science.
Hey, babe, I'm home. Hey, baby, welcome home. Why do you have two phones? What? What water? No, I'm not thirsty. Why do you have two phones? Babe, I don't have two phones. Yes, you do. In the nightstand, second drawer to the left, under all the napkins and shit. Sean, purple heart emoji, eggplant emoji was blowing your phone up, and I had to put that shit on silent. But yeah, why do you have two phones? I have a work phone, babe, and Sean just he put that name in my phone. Okay, so we're gonna lie. Listen, we're gonna cut through all the bullshit. All right, I unlocked your phone. Wait, what? The passcode was your birthday. And clearly Sean got some cake through the text messages that I've read. I already did my cries, you know what I'm saying? I already called my homeboys and got out my system. We got nothing to talk about, me and you. I ran all your shit to your mom's place. Wait, you went to my mother's? Yeah, your mom knows everything, and she's very disappointed in you. I called you a whore, and things kind of went left. But that's beside the point. Your shit's waiting over there. Nothing in this house is yours except for this wig. So here, take the wig, and you can get the fuck out, and I'm gonna watch Power.
Look, baby, let's just talk about this.
No,
okay?
no. There's no crying. If you want to cry, you can cry in the car to your mama's place while you shit. I'm gonna watch Power. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay? We're done. You knew the boundaries of this relationship. You stepped out of bounds. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Good game.
Baby.
I said cry outside.
This is for sure the best way to catch a disloyal partner in the act. I mean, yes, right? You just take all your drama outside of the house because you really don't belong there anymore. Anyways, besides that, if you enjoyed, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss content like this in the future, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay strong.